All right, so in Still Driver, you have this map of the United States. You have a turn order track over here. You have an investment track over here. These little trains represent who is going to be in possession of a company on a round, and you have an income track down here. At the start of the game, each player is going to get a specific number of investment cubes, and you're going to be bidding for ownership for the round of one of these companies. So for example, if I bid and won with these 5 investment cubes, I would put these cubes up into this railroad company there. And there are little share markers, and there's 5 of them since there's 5 rounds. And so what I would do is I would put in my tokens, I would take a share marker, and I would take the train, recognizing that for this round, I have control of the red line. You're going to do that for all 6 of the lines. Then at the beginning of the game, you're going to find a hexagonal spot, which could be in different spots of the board. There's some on the East Coast as well. And what you're going to do is you're going to start a train line. So if I was the red line, I could choose to start somewhere like here, where it's $50 for if I built into this. So if I start here at 30 and I spent, what I would do is I would go spend 2 of my investment cubes that were put into the treasury. So by putting 5 investment cubes into the treasury, I have 5 to spend. I can then use 2 of them to build a track here. And then you see that I'll say I'm going from here to there, Richmond to Baltimore. And the cost of going into Baltimore, not cost, but the benefit is $50. And so down on the money track, I would have a red marker and I would move it up to $50. And then each train is going to go over that. It's going to be based on different turn order. If you can't build and your marker's up here and you can't build, you'll move down to another spot so the turn order changes. And so each person is going to be doing this. You're going to be building track. If you can get San Francisco connected to New York City, that's going to be a transcontinental railroad. You'll get a bonus for that. Any person who has track in the full line that comes across will get paid out a certain amount of money. And so you're going to spend 5 rounds doing that, where each round you're going to get a new set of investment tokens to bid to try and control a company. And once every company has been auctioned off, then you will go in, start using your investment tokens to build track. By building track, you gain money at the end of the round. Wherever the marker is for you, you are going to get that amount of money. So if red had built a second time, and let's say they went up to 80, they would get $80 for the player at the end of the round. They would have a share of red for the end of the game. And the train would go back up here to be auctioned off again for the second round. So you don't have permanent ownership of a company. You just have temporary ownership. And you can see that there's different colors on the track, cities. And what is going to happen is at the very end of the game, after the 5th round, you have all these different good cubes, and you're going to match the corresponding color of good cube to spot on the map. So all the white ones will get white spots, all the pink ones will get pink spots, and so on and so forth. And then all the tracks that are going into the city are going to have an option to take this good cube. And that's going to be based on turn order. And so essentially on someone's turn, if you are the red, brown, green, or gray player, you have the option of taking this good and adding it to the company share. And this is just done at the end of the game. Once you take the good from there, it's gone and nobody else can take that good. And at the end of the game, there are 5 different colors of goods you can obtain. And you're going to have different payouts for the shares you own in a company. So if at the end of the game, red had something like this, right? They have one set of all different tokens. That's going to pay out, I believe it's like $100 for 5, or it's 100 or 150, something like that. 3 different cubes is like $60 or something like that. One standalone cube is $10, so you would take up this total value, and that would be the value for each share you hold in a company. So multiple people can have shares in a company, and each person is going to get paid out that amount of money. That's going to go into their bank. Whoever has the most money at the end is going to win the game. So it's not only this that gets you money. Remember, during the game, as you build railroads, the stock is earning money then. So you're also getting money at that point in the game. And so it's just trying to control routes, get access to cities, determine when you, at the end of the game, how you want to claim goods to try and get the most value for your company. And that's pretty much it.